installation going on in their homes. But now the U.S. government quite clearly coming out today saying there should be a bigger zone, 50 miles, for American citizens they were talking about. And also they were saying that the energy secretary is saying that the information that they have been receiving that they have not been receiving enough information in a timely way about what is actually going on, that they don't really have a clear enough picture of what is going on the ground. It seems that the information that the Japanese government is using comes from this private company which is running the operation, running the plant. I wanted to talk to the spokesman for Japan's Prime Minister. He joins us now. I appreciate you being with us, Mr. Shikata. Who is in charge of this operation?
Well, we established a joint headquarters between the government and TEPCO, Tokyo Electric Power Company. And this headquarters is headed by...
Where are you getting... By the Prime Minister. Where are you getting your information, though? Do you have officials on site?
Yes, we do. We have officials on site, as well as we have officials based in the headquarters of the Tokyo Electric Power Company.
But your information, it is coming from the power company itself, correct? In terms of what is actually occurring in this plant.
That's right, but we are now together in terms of getting information at the same time. So the lag of information being provided from the company to the government has been to nil at this point in time.
But you only established this, I believe, what, yesterday?
Well, we established the headquarters the day before yesterday, and of course, we have been closely working together, but we took an unprecedented step to locate our headquarters inside TEPCO, the private company, and the government officials are stationed there.
It seems like the information that the United States government has, that they said today in testimony before Congress, saying that spent fuel rods are completely exposed in one of the reactors and that there is no water covering them, that information has not been stated by the Japanese government. Why is that?
Well, it's a bit difficult for me to explain the perspective of the U.S. official, but let me just tell you that 2 hours ago, there was a telephone conversation between President Obama and Prime Minister Khan, and they discussed further cooperation. President Obama extended his willingness to discuss a larger number of nuclear experts, as well as reconstruction assistance, and the Prime Minister really appreciated it.
Well, I'm glad you appreciated it, but my question is why, if there is no water covering spent fuel rods in one of the reactors, why are people in Tokyo only hearing that from U.S. officials? Why aren't they hearing that from you? Why can you not comment on that?
Actually, at this time, it is very difficult to make a judgment about the level of water, and I don't think anybody can definitively talk about the level of water. And we are actually carrying out massive operations in terms of dropping water by self-defense forces and bringing in the ground, the police chopper to spray water through cannon trucks.
Many people I've talked to here in Tokyo frankly don't believe the statements that Japanese officials are saying. They feel that the statements have been very vague, often contradictory, and that information in the early days turned out to just not be true.
Well, we are doing our best to provide information by having the press conferences even during say early in the morning, like 4 or 5, or late at night, 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. And we are trying our best to provide information to the public, and we know that this is very important in terms of the accountability of the government.
Right, but in but those press conferences, I mean, we've watched them, we've monitored them, our viewers have seen them, and often the information is vague. You know, yesterday at the press conference, it was made the announcement, well, workers have left the plant, and we'll have more information on that later. There was no information